here's how we play catch 21. The object of each round is to get closest to 21 without going over. Now we're going to start you all off with one card each. So, our lovely Matt here will take care of the cards for us. Let's see the first card for Phil. It's a 7. That's a pretty decent card. Ron, you're going to start out with an ace. A very nice card to get at the start. And Jay, you have another ace. Oh, this is going to be a very quick round one. So, those are the cards you're going to start off with. To get more cards, you're going to have to answer questions. I've got questions over here. Every time you get a question right, you'll earn 100 points and you'll earn control of the next card. All right? So, hands on your buzzers.
Remember, Tim, the correct answer to the question you're reading is on the back of the card.
Okay. Here are the 3 choices for your first question. It is South Dakota, Florida, or Arizona. Which state shares a border with North Dakota? Phil?
South Dakota.
That's a bit of a softball there, isn't it?
You ain't kidding.
All right, so Phil, you've got 100 points. More importantly, you get control of the next card. That means that you can take the card yourself, or you can give it to one of your opponents. So if you don't think a card can help you, but it might screw up somebody else's hand, that might be the better strategy. Okay? Okay. All right, so Matt, let's see the next card. It is a 2. So you can give yourself a 9, or you can give one of your opponents a soft 13.
I'll take the card.
You're going to take the card, so you have 9. Whoever wins the round gets closest to 21 without going over is going to win 500 points. Okay? So here comes the next question. The choices are Bojangles, Bo Diddley, or Bo Peep. Which little girl lost her shoe?
Jay.
Phil?
That's Jay.
Jay, sorry.
Bo Peep.
In the nursery rhyme, Bo Peep is absolutely right. So you've got 100 points and you have control. So if the next card is a face card, you have 21, you win the round automatically.
Okay, I was just going to ask, how do you win the round?
That's how you do it.
Closest to 21 or bust your opponents.
Exactly. So, on that note, Matt, let's...
Okay, thank you very much.
Right.
Okay, picture card.
Yes, let's see a picture card for Jay. It's a queen!
Oh,
That gives her a 21. That gives her the round and 500 points for a total of 600 points. Well done. So that is the end of the first round. Jay, you're in the lead with 600 points. Phil, you've got 100 wrong. The game is still very early. So let's see what happens through the second round. Let's give each of our players another card to start off with, please. Phil starts off with a 5. Ron, you get a 10. Jay, you get a 5 as well. At the end of this round, the player with the lowest score will be eliminated. So let's get started with the first question here. The choices are duck, swan, or goose. What name is given to the bumps that appear on the skin? Jay?
goose.
That is absolutely right. When a person is cold or frightened. So Jay, you get another 100 points, takes you up to 700, and you get control of the next card. Let's see what it is. It's another 5.
I'll take the 5.
You're going to keep the 5. That will give you a 10. Pulls you even with Ron. And we have another question for you. Hands on buzzers. The choices this time are Erie, Superior, or Tahoe. Which of these is not one of the Great Lakes? Phil.
Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe is correct. That brings you up to 200. And you have control of the next card. Let's take a look at it. It's a 4.
I'll take it.
You're going to take the 4, giving yourself a 9. Interesting play there. We'll see how it works out as we continue the round. Here are the choices for the next question. White dwarfs, blue dwarfs, or green ghosts? Which of these are small stars in our universe? Ron?
White.
White dwarfs is correct. Well done, Ron. You're on the board. So you have 100 points, and you have control of the next card. If it's an ace, you catch 21, and you win the round automatically with 500 points. So this could be a very, very big card for you. Matt, let's see the card. It's a jack. Now, you can take the jack yourself. It will give you 20, or you can give it to one of your opponents. And remember, you're trying to get as close to 21 without going over.
Is there a value?
Yeah, the face cards are always worth 10.
Oh.
So if you take the jack, you will have a 20. If you give it to Jay, she'll have a 20. If you give it to Phil, he'll have a 19.
I'll give it to Jay first.
You're gonna, okay. You're gonna give it to Jay? Okay, so Jay, you have a 20, but you can't freeze yet because you did not answer the question. Okay?
Okay.
So you could bust very easily with the next question. You gotta get in on this.
I'm an ace.
That's what you're looking for. Here are the choices for the next question. They are keys, discs, or chips. What are the plastic counters which represent money? Jay?
Disc.
No, that's incorrect. So,
Brandon?
Let's Phil.
Chips.
yes, that's right. What are the plastic counters which represent money on a gambling table? You're looking for chips on that one. So, Phil, you have 300 points. You have a 9, and you have control of the next card. Let's take a look. It is an 8. What are you going to do with that 8?
Might as well bust Jay.
You're going to give it to Jay. That will give her 28. She is busted. You are out of the round.
He even said,
Okay, so this is just between Phil and Ron at this point. Hands on your buzzers. Here are the choices for the next question.
I can't believe
That's not the big cash prize.
Okay. Drinking, eating, or reading. What do you really enjoy doing if you're a bibliophile? Phil?
You're reading.
You're reading, very much so. You have 400 points now. You still have that 9, and you have control of the next card. Let's see what it is. It's a 10. What are you going to do with that 10?
So I either have to take it or
You
pass
either have
it
to take the
Ron.
10, you'll have 19, or you can give it to Ron, she'll have 20.
I'll take the 10.
You're going to take the 10, it will give you a 19. Now, because you answered that question correctly, you can freeze on that 19 and be stuck with that hand and force Ron to beat your total. Or you can play on and play another question if you want.
I'll play on.
You're going to play on, okay. Interesting decision there. And here are the choices for the next question then. They are 15, 20, or 21. What is the total number of spots on a regular game die? Bill?
15.
That is incorrect.
Oh!
No. Ron? The choices left are 20 or 21. How many spots are on a regular game die? Take a guess. I'm sorry? No, the choices are 20 or 21.
Oh.
Now you're out of it. You're out of it.
Thank you.
Everybody. Now I'm gonna have to call time on you.
21.
We'll give it to you. Yeah. It is 21.
Can you buzz in, please?
You have to buzz in. We'll give you the points then. Okay, so now you have 200 points, but more importantly, you have control of the next card. If you get an ace, you'll hit 21 and you'll win the round. Or if you can find a card that will bust Phil, you'll be the only player left and you'll win the round that way.
What do you think, Tommy?
There's no tie. If he were to freeze on his 19, she would have to get a 20 or better. All right? But let's take a look at the next card and see what happens. It's an 8.
Oh, crap.
What are you going to do with that 8, Ron?
Oh. See if I give it to somebody?
If you give it to Phil, he busts. He's out.
Yeah, I have to do that.
You got to do that. You're going to give it to
Sorry,
Phil.
I mean-
He busts with a 27, and Ron, you've won the round.
Oh, cool.
That gives you another 500 points. That gives you a total of 700, and that means that Ron and Jay, you guys are going on to round 3. Congratulations. Phil, unfortunately, maybe you should have frozen on that 19. You had that opportunity, but you played a good game. You got 400 points, so you got some questions right there, and we thank you for playing.
Thank you.
All right, so let's move on to round 3.
So it's played the same way?
It is played in a similar fashion. The only difference is we're not going to give you any points for the right answers. So all it is if you get a question right, you get the next card. If you get it wrong, then your opponent can actually get the card and screw you over. Okay, so whoever wins this round is going to win $1,000 and go on to the bonus round for a chance to win $25,000 more. All right?
Might be $1,000.
No, it's not even Monopoly money. It's not Monopoly with us. Okay, so we're going to start you off the same way as before. We're going to give both of you a card. And Ron has an ace to start. Jay has a 7. Okay, so on that note, hands on your buzzers. Here comes the next question. The choices are... Okay. Wheat, wood, or rice? What are termites best noted for? Ram? Wood is correct. So that means, Ram, if this next card is a face card, you'll have 21 and you've won the game. If it's something else, then you're going to have to make a decision about it, okay?
Oh.
All right, Matt, let's see that card. It's a king! And that means that you have 21 and you have won the game. Congratulations, Ron. One question, that's all it takes sometimes. So you won yourself $1,000 and you're going to go on to the bonus round for a chance to win $25,000 more. Jay, that's all it took was one question, I'm afraid. Sometimes it happens like that, but you played a really good game. And we thank you for being a part of the show here. Do you want to clear out the cards?
I
Please.
don't know how they get
Home.
they get up there.
Go home.
Because you didn't clear it before going into the round.
Okay.
3 chips.
All right. Do we want her to sit down or do we want her to stand up?
Either way, whatever.
Okay. Which way? How do you feel more comfortable? You want to sit?
One chip
Kinda
per
wants
hand.
to
only.
You want to sit down? Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about the questions anymore. We're just going to play cards.
Oh.
So here is how the bonus round works. As you can see, we have 3 columns up there. The job that you have is to catch 21 on all 3 of those columns. We're going to start you off by giving a card for each one. So Max, let's get some cards up on the board. We start you off with the Queen. That's going to go in the first column. There's a 7 in the second column and a 4 in the third. That would have been really nice all together. But unfortunately, they're all separated. Now, every card at this point, you can choose where you want to put it. So let's say if you get an ace, obviously you want to put it with the Queen. Or if you get another 7, you want to put that with the 4. That'll give you an 11, give you a good chance at a 21. If you can get 121, you'll win $1,000. If you get 2 21s, you'll win $5,000. If you can catch 21 on all 3 columns, you will win $25,000. Now there is a catch. If you bust on any of them, you will lose the money that you earned in this round. The $1,000 you won in the front game is yours to keep no matter what. Okay? Now, as you can see, there's a reason why we're being sponsored by Burger King here. Because you won the game, and because you won 2 rounds, we're giving you 3 Burger King Power Chips. These are very important tools because if you get a card that you don't think is going to fit on the board, you can use a power chip and get rid of it. Okay? So, on that note, you definitely want to see an ace. That would be a very nice start to this bonus round. Let's see the next card, Max. It's a 9. So, if you put it with a 10, you'll have 19. If you put it with a 7, you'll have 16. If you put it with a 4, you'll have 13. Or you can use a power chip and get rid of it. Audience can help him out if you want. Clearly they know.
4.
I'll put it with the 4.
You're going to put it with the 4.
Thank
The little bird told you that. Okay. So that means you have 13 on that
Yes,
one.
anybody can help now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Jay and Phil are not playing, they are now audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually how they do it on the show. Once they get to the bonus round, the 2 players who got knocked out are in the crowd cheering the other.
Oh, really?
you. The show's
Yeah.
still on TV here with
I don't think so. I think they.
70s or something.
It might be on the reruns, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, probably conditionally. They'll pick it up, I guess. Maybe.
All right. So at this point, if you get an 8, that's a 21 on the right side there. It's worth $1,000. Okay. All right. Let's see the next card, please. It's a queen. So you'll have a 20 on the left. You'll have a 17 in the middle. You don't want to put it on the right because that'll bust you.
Yeah, I'll.
No, chip it. Don't place it.
No?
No, because if you put it in the middle, then you'll have to hunt for another 4.
Okay.
There's already one on the board.
You're going to use a power chip. All right, so the queen is gone. Don't have to worry about the queen anymore. But we're still looking for an 8 that would give you 21 on the right, or an ace would give you a 21 on the left hand. All right, Matt, let's see another card, please. It's an 8!
Oh,
All right, I got to ask where you want to put it. Or so
She already said put
Actually,
it on
I'm
the 13th.
tired, so I
Yeah.
have to actually count by hand.
Yeah.
I said that.
So you've got 21,
said.
and that gives you $1,000 right there.
You go to the beginning of control.
Now, let's see if we can get you up to $5,000. And there's one hand up there that will do it with another card. That is an
She's
ace.
gonna share her pretend money.
On the left, okay? All right, Matt, let's see if we can find an ace in that deck. Let's see the next card. There it is!
Okay.
Well, now, this is
So I
very
get to choose
interesting.
the number on it?
You technically do have to declare where you want to put it. We can't put it there
Under
on
the
there.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the first one.
that's the smart play. So you got yourself $5,000 now.
Oh, yeah.
And
5,000 for
You have a chance at $25,000 if you can get that 7 up to a 21. All right?
And you don't want to bust.
You definitely don't want to bust now because you're risking $5,000.
Come on, we're on the
All right, we do it. The next card would be really nice if it was a 4. If you see a 4, that'll give us a really good shot at a 21 with the next one. Matt, let's see the card, please. It's an 8. Now, you can place the 8, it would give you a 15, or you can use a power chip. You still have 2 of those left. If you were to place the 8, you would have to get a safe card.
I'll use a power
You're going to use a power chip. I think that's a good idea.
No.
All right, so we're still working on that 7. You've got one more power chip to work with.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find a good card with this next one. Matt, please. It's an ace. All right, so if you place the ace on the 7, ace counts as a 1 or 11. So it would give you what's called a soft 18. But you could go over 18 once and still be okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll put it under the
You're going to put it on the
Yeah.
7.
So if you get a 3.
So now, if it's a 3, you won yourself $25,000. If it's higher than that, we're going to have to go back down to 12 and up. All right? Let's see the next card, please. It's a 3!
Hey.
You just won yourself $25,000.
Wow.
Well done. You still had 1 chip to spare, too. You don't get anything extra for that one, I'm afraid. But,
You get a whopper.
yeah, that was very well played. Congratulations.
Yay.
So $25,000 plus $1,000 in front of you, $26,000 total. You did a
Nice.
very good job there.
How many times has that been done on the real show?
Only a handful.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's hard to do.
Yeah,
There.
but it has been done a couple of times.
Yeah,
Do we want to play a second game of this, or do we want to?
If they want to play second, I don't care.
Can I have a rematch?
We have
You want to
a.
play a second game? Or with...
If you're up for it, all right.
Sure.
Let's do it. All right, let's
Change your name.
Because I screwed up, I want to play again.
and I'm going to use the $1,000 questions this time,
I
right?
think there's only one.
J-A-Y-D.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is only one, so. Yeah, some of these questions don't work really well with picking the choices first, so that's why I'm skipping them.
I do like the throwback to
Yeah,
the pressure
I-
of style
yeah.
and asking the question.
See, I was so nervous, I didn't think I could just freeze and...
No, there's a lot. That's the question first. Nobody buzzes and you give an answer, and then you
You're thinking Mad Dash.
All right, so let's set the board up for round 1. Matt, can you give each of them a card, please?
You try.
Bill, you start with the jack. Rob, you got a 3. Jay, you got a 3. We're seeing a lot of pairs. That's it's a 52 card deck. You know, it's all up and up. All right, guys, hands on your buzzers. Here's the first question. The choices are a board game, a high school dance, or a tornado. What is the 1996 film Twister about? Bill?
The tornado.
No, it's about the board game.
Oh,
You know,
really?
they're doing Battleship. No, I'm kidding. It is a tornado. It is a tornado.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Don't give
No, I
me
was just joking because of the Battleship.
You never know what
Everybody
years
was
are here.
making fun of that game before they saw it. I think that's, before.
Clue next year, that's all I'm going to say.
You're all weak folks. Okay. Bill, ace, this is a very short round one. Let's see the next card. It's a queen.
Pass it to Ron.
Okay, pass it to Ron. Remember, if you don't necessarily have to get 21 exactly, you can try to get close in the freeze, force the other two players to beat you. Okay? So, on that note, Ron, you've got 13. Bill, you still have 10. Jay, you still have 3. Here's the next question. The choices are pale yellow, strawberry blonde, or black and white. If someone's hair is described as flaxen, what color is it?
Oh,
Choices again, pale yellow, strawberry blonde, or black and white.
I
Mom?
don't really know, but I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead.
I guess, is it strawberry blonde?
It is not strawberry blonde. Phil?
pale yellow?
It is pale yellow. That is the answer we're looking for there.
Well, that would make sense, duh.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Because it's already strawberry blonde. You need to do it against your name. All right, Phil, you've got control once again. Let's see what card you're going to be working with this time. An ace!
Okay, I take it.
I figured you might. That'll give you 21 and the round, just like that. Phil jumps out to the lead with 700 points.
Cool.
So
For the last game,
he was crazy like a fox in that round because I thought he was going to take that first 10. Okay. Going on to round 2. Once again, whoever has the lowest score at the end of this round is out of the game, okay? So on that note, let's take a look at the card you're going to be starting off with. Phil, you've got a 10. Ram has a 3. And Jay has a jack, okay? Hands on your buzzers. Sometimes I don't even have to look at the answer because here are the choices: Tweety Bird, Speedy Gonzales, or Daffy Duck. Who says I taught or you tap?
Phil.
Phil?
that's Tweety Bird.
That is Tweety Bird. Well
That's what
done.
you said, Phil said it.
All right, Phil. So you have 800 points. You've got a commanding lead right now. And if this is another ace, we've got a very interesting situation on our hands.
See what happens if it's time for last?
There is actually a dedicated tiebreaker. Let's see the next card, Matt. It's a jack. What are you going to do with that jack?
Take it,
You're going to take the jack? Do you want to keep playing or do you want to freeze on the 20?
freeze.
You're going to freeze on that
See
20.
what the freeze looks like.
All right. Now, as we mentioned before, there's no such thing as a tie here. In order to beat Phil, you have to beat that 20, which means you're going to have to get 21.
This time I did it right.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the next question. The choices are Judy Collins, Jackie Collins, or Jenny Collins. Which popular author is the sister of Joan Collins? It was either Judy, Jackie, or Jenny. I don't like that question either.
I was going to try it.
I was just figuring, I guess. Judy Collins?
No, I'm sorry, it's not Judy. So, Jay?
Jackie?
Jackie Collins is right.
Was it?
No buzz in, so we can give you the points. And that means that you're on the board with 100 and gives you control of the next card. If it's an ace, you've won the round. Let's see what it is, Matt. It's a 7. You can take the 7, we'll give you a 17, or you can give it to Ram, she'd have a 10.
This is a tough one. So I can't freeze with something.
Because he's already got 20, so there's no sense in freezing.
I guess I'll give it to her.
And give it to Ram, so you both have a 10 at this point. That means an ace could end the round for either one of you. All right, choices for the next question are fox, wolf, or badger. Someone who raises false alarms is said to cry what? Ram?
Wolf?
Cry wolf. No, you cry badger. I'd love to see that. Badger, 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 badger. Okay.
That was like so on.
All right, Ram, that puts you on the board. You've got 100 points now. You've got control of the next card. Let's see what it is. It's an ace! Wow,
indecision.
talk about anticlimax right there. What do you want to do with that ace, Rom?
Well, let's see, you said it's 11, what?
It could be a 1 or an 11.
At this stage, it is 11.
So you have
Plus
21.
10 plus 11.
So then, okay, do I keep it?
I think you probably should.
If you keep it, you win the hand.
I'll keep
You're going to keep it. That gives you a 21, and that gives you the round. 500 points. Well done. So, Phil, you are in the lead with 800 points. Rom, you got 600. Jay, we're going to have to say goodbye to you. If you had gotten that last question right, that would have been your ace, but that's what happens sometimes. All right, Phil and Rom, this is it. This is the showdown for a chance to win $25,000. And we're going to give each of you a card to start off. Phil, you start with a king. Rom, you've got a 7. Cool. Once again, there's no points being awarded at this point. It's simply control of the cards that you're fighting over. And we are going to give you the next 3 choices. They are salt, mustard, or vinegar. Which of these is a mineral?
Oh,
Phil?
I think it's salt.
It is salt. It's
Yeah.
sodium chloride. All right, so Phil, you have a 10. If this is another ace, this has been a really crazy game.
Stop potentially incriminating me.
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming the random numbers.
Oh, you're
He's
the one
blaming
that's
me.
Yeah,
I'm the one that programmed
No,
it.
it's blaming the two. I'm a good carpenter because I always blame my tools.
Oh, there you go.
I have not
Okay.
tools, sir.
All right, so let's see the next card.
Big fan.
Matt, it is a 4.
I'm a monkey.
This is an interesting decision here.
I'm going to have to take it.
You're going to take the 4, putting yourself in danger. If you bust, Rom wins the game. So, here comes the choices for the next question. Shampoo, oven cleaner, or toothpaste? To which of these products is fluoride commonly, Phil,
Toothpaste.
is commonly added? Toothpaste is absolutely right. And Phil, you have control of the next card. If it's a 7, you will win the game. Let's see what the card is. Matt, it's an 8. So I have a feeling the choice is being made for you at this point.
Pass it.
Now pass it over to Rom. So Phil, you have 14. Rom, you have 15. And this next question could decide the game right here. The choices are horse riding, shooting, or cycling. The triathlon is made up of running, swimming, and which? Phil?
Cycling.
And which other events? Cycling is right, and you have control. Now, because of the card, because of your hands being the way that they are, there's a very good chance that you're either going to win the game outright or bust Rom. Let's see that next card. It's a queen.
Pass it.
Going to pass it to Ron.
Yeah!
We'll bust with a 25, and Phil is our winner.
Oh.
So you won $1,000. You will have a chance to win $25,000 more in the bonus round. Ron, you played a good game. It came down to the last question, and you got $26,000 to keep company and keep winning. We'll play to all 3 of you, and Phil, we're going to play for $25,000 in these switches. Because you won 2 rounds. 2 rounds, and then the game goes in.
Ron won the second round.
You won the first.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's 1.
And then he won the third.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the third round is essentially worth 2 chips.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw how it was done. You saw how easily it can be performed. So anything less than $25,000 is going to be considered a failure. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
No pressure.
Now let's put some cards up there on the board, please.
Okay.
We have an ace, a good start there. We have a 10. We have a king. And
Wow.
once again, put those together, you got a 21 all by yourself. All right, so one hand that is a very good chance of making 21 very quickly here. You've got 3 power chips to punt away any cards that you don't want. On that note, Matt, let's see the next card, please. It's a 4. What would you like to do with the 4?
Power chip.
We'll use a power chip right off the bat, okay. So the 4 goes away. You've still got 2 chips left. You're still looking for any sort of picture card or a 10 to give you $1,000. Let's see that card, please, Matt. It's a 5.
I'll check that.
Boy, we can't find those face cards now.
Put it on the ace.
Can we put it, you gonna put it on the ace?
Yeah.
Okay. Gives you a soft 16. Base card isn't going to do us any good at this point. But a 5 will give you $1,000, and an ace will give you $1,000 on the center or the right. Let's see the next card, please, Matt. It's a jack. Oh! Oh, if you had just left that flat.
Oh, man. Okay, power chipper.
They use the power chip. All right, so you're down to 1. And still win. You can still win money here. Don't worry. You may need another 5 with the 16, or maybe another ace for either of those 2 tens. All right, Matt. Let's see the next card, please. It's a 6.
Okay, on the 10.
And put it on the 10. Okay, so you've got 2 16s.
Oh.
So you are looking for a 5 or an ace still. You've got one more power chip to play with.